Good evening, everyone. This is Sid again on Christmas, and I have come back with JFTNA December the 25th. The topic is a little different today, but we are going to finish the topic and talk about Christmas and how festivals are so difficult for me as well as many of my fellow addicts. And we will talk about how each and every holiday season affects us. But before that, we will go into the topic. The topic for today of December 25th is Anonymity and Self-Will, basic text, page 76. The drive for personal gain, which brought us so much pain in the past, falls by the wayside if we adhere to the principle of anonymity. The word anonymity itself means namelessness. But there's a larger principle at work in anonymity in any program or a program for that matter. The principle is selflessness. When we admit our powerlessness to management our own life, we take our first step away from self-will and our first step towards selflessness. This, let me just change that so that you all can read it also. Yeah, there it is. But the principle of selflessness does a lot more than just make us feel better. It helps us live better. Our ideas of how the world should run begin to lose their importance, and we stop trying to impose our will on everyone and everything around us. When we abandon our know-it-all pretensions and start recognizing the value of others' people experiences, we start treating them with respect. The interest of others become as important to us as our own. We start to think about what's best for the group rather than just what's best for us. We start living a life that's bigger than we are, that's more than just us, our name, ourself. We start living the principle of anonymity. Just for today, God, please free us from the self-will. Help me understand the principle of anonymity. Help me live selflessly. According to me, anonymity means that you shed whatever you're holding also. I'm not going to tell others who am I. And I'm not going to ask them who they are. Supposing I tell them that I'm related to somebody big in the government, or I big in the police or something like that, then the person in front of me will not be able to share with the fullest of freedom of worries before he shares it. He'll be afraid that if this guy goes and slips something that I'm sharing to his relative, that might cause trouble as well. Now, namelessness, as the thought over here says, goes through, it is the same as selflessness, because once my name is gone, my entity is gone. I am a part of a larger entity. I cannot talk about myself. I have to talk in terms of we. And for me, my self-will is not important. The group's will is more important than anything. And when the group is putting a consciousness together, and we are doing it for a particular goal of staying away from addiction and helping others, it automatically gives us a closer place near God. And it automatically helps us lead a better, bigger life, because each and everything that we do has a larger purpose than what only I could have achieved, only I could have thought about. Now, the other part of the situation or the discussion that I wanted to have today was about festivals. Now, Christmas is one that happens once a year, but in India there are several festivals that happen randomly throughout the year. Every month we have some festival or the other in which there's so much joy, so much togetherness, so much love that is there in the air. But me as an addict, when those festivals come, it troubles me, because those were the times when I was using like no one's business. I was not caring about anybody, and each time a festival came, it gave me the memory of something horrible that I had done. A few Christmases back, before I came to sobriety or started my recovery, I started out with a pack of 12 bottles of alcohol and finished it within 5 days' time. And what I did within those 5 to 7 days, I don't remember. I don't remember a thing. Even if I tried to remember right now, I won't be able to remember. And there are several such small things that I've done during festivals that have ruined my togetherness with my family, with my friends. I've lost my friends during festivals, a lot of festivals. Like there is a festival in India that is called Ganesh Puja, where we do worship to the deity of education. Ganesh is to do with education and studies and stuff, where all the young people go together, they make up a big statue and they do puja over there. They do worshipping over there. And what we did is we went behind the statue and we started using. That was the main thing why we wanted to do it. And by the end of it, there was a fight, there was fighting amongst people, there was name calling, and I've never seen those friends since then. It's been nearly 16 years that I've not even met those friends. Some relatives, I lost some very, very good relatives, very close relatives during festivals. Now, when I see that people are getting together, meeting with each other, talking to each other, and we are all having a very good time, that's when I remember those times and I feel very sad. So each and every festival, I make it a point to go to some treatment center, sit with people, and I make sure that I talk to them and tell them that, see, today you're feeling sad that you're not with your loved ones, but do you remember when were you last with them in these festivals? We were not with them, so we've hurt them immensely during these festivities. So there's nothing wrong in sitting in a treatment center, sitting in a meeting, sharing your feelings, making sure that you're good before you go back into the world and trying to make your own connections again. I have met people recently in the last 3 years. I've met people who miss their sons, daughters, mothers, fathers in Christmas, and some of them last Christmas told us that we wanted to have wine and cake, and they just, even my relatives stopped eating cake and taking wine because it would probably entice me into taking some alcohol. And they said that no, we won't do those things because you might relapse. Although I told them that no, I'm way past that and I'm never going to relapse, and don't worry, and you can go ahead and do whatever you want. But they did not do it. They showed their consideration towards me. Me going back and trying to do my amends during these festivals is something that I dread even today, even after 10 to 12 years of my sobriety. I don't want to do those amends. I'm sure it's very difficult for you guys as well. And if you feel the need to talk to someone, you need someone to discuss your issues, remember my messenger is always open. You can contact me, you can talk to me, and I will be there for you. I understand you, I feel you, I am in your corner, and I am going to be there every step of the way. Please share your feelings with me. Do not be holed up in your room. Do not stay away from crowd. Go to the people you love. Try to make amends. I know it's very difficult, but you need to try and do it, and not be alone at home during a festival. That is why even today, right now, in my house, there are around about 15 to 18 people sitting and they're having a get together, but I'm here and I'm doing this live because I want to be with you guys, because I love you guys and I want to spend time with you. I want to spend time with recovering addicts and still suffering addicts, and I want to help them come to this side of the road and, you know, lead a more happy and fulfilling life. I love you all, and please, please, please contact me if you need anything and you want to talk to someone. I'm always there. Thank you. Bye bye.